Hi, my name is Max Kroll, and I'm a student employee here at the Department of Student Orgs and Activities. And this video is going to show you how to navigate the Wildcat Connection platform and specifically how to change things like your roster and the About section in the new version of Wildcat Connection. So I'm going to start off with a small presentation about Wildcat Connection, and then we'll go into the actual website to show you how to change those things. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, Wildcat Connection. What is it? Well, it's a centralized platform where any Northwestern student or faculty, anybody in Northwestern, can go and check out what your org is all about. It's basically like a permanent org fair table. There's going to be like a section about what you do, who's on your org, as well as any events that you have that are upcoming. And with that, this is one of the biggest uses of Wildcat Connection is to see what's happening on campus, basically. So on the front page, there's going to be a big little carousel with important events, as well as a page with like 30 other events that are happening in the future. There's also a section for news and updates about the student org community and a section for important forms that you as a student officer need. So here's that front page I was talking about, right? It has this little carousel, which I've circled. I don't really need that anymore. And this button right here shows you all the events that are happening on campus. These two guys right here show you all the different orgs. So it's going to like have an A to Z list of everything on campus. Again, like I was saying, imagine it like a virtual org fair. It's going to be any org that you want. You can go there and learn more information about them. So this piece of paper is going to be, maybe it's a newspaper, is going to be the newsletter updates about the student org community. So sometimes we send out a newsletter that's basically saying like, hey, here's things you need to know as a student officer, important deadlines, etc. Also just stuff that's happening on campus. This piece of paper with a 3-hole punch in it is going to be the important form section. So like I was saying, the SOFO grant, the org re-registration form, all of those important things are going to be found right there. And now I'm going to switch over to the actual website to show you how to navigate your own org's about page. Okay, here it is. Here's that front page I was telling you about. It's going to have the 4 most recent events that are happening, as well as all the events that are happening. But if you want to change information about your own org, you would go to this sidebar right here. And my icon is a student orgs and activities icon, but your icon is going to be your icon. And you're going to press the gear, and it's going to give you a drop-down menu of everything that you can do. So you can change the about section, the roster section, you can add events, you can add some pictures, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to start off with the about section. Here it is. Here's the name of our organization, Student Orgs and Activities, the description, and the longer description. I'm just going to change, as an example, our description. So right now it reads, student organizations and activities seek to engage students in involvement opportunities that build a sense of belonging and community at Northwestern University. So great description already. I bet you would agree. But I'm just going to change it just for the purpose of example. And right. And then you scroll all the way down to update. And now it says student organization activity seeks to engage students in involvement opportunities that build a sense of belonging and community at Northwestern University. Am I right? But we can't keep that because I enjoy having a job. So I'm going to update that again down here. And it's the same. Okay, so that was super easy, right? You can do the same thing for the full description, the profile picture of your organization, contact information, address, phone, as well as social media, which I know is very important to student orgs. So you can do that. Now, what if you wanted to change your roster, right? You would go to the same icon, the gears, and go to roster. Okay, so this has a list of everybody in our organization, as well as the primary contact. So maybe that's going to be your own administrator, like your faculty administrator. But you can also add people. So if you wanted to add people to your org, you would go to invite people right here. I'm going to copy the email address of someone who's already in this org. So that's Joseph Littell. And you're going to press add email address. You can invite them as a member or any of these positions, right? Cool. We're just going to invite them as a member, send invitation. And that invite's going to show up in their inbox and they can just accept it and then become part of your org, right? And they're going to show up here. So you can see the roster right here. There's current members, there's pending members who you invited via email. There's going to be prospective members who have asked to be in your org, and then terms and conditions. So you can send messages directly to them, etc. Now I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to go back to the old version of Wildcat Connection. So you go right here. And if you just prefer the old version, you can go right here and click on new navigation. It's going to ask, why are you leaving? You say, it's not your business. You go submit, and it's going to refresh your page. Well, blast from the past. So now it's going to say invite people. It's basically the exact same page, but just with slightly different icons. So you can go to roster, about, again, change the description, change the picture, and then you would scroll down, press update. So there's also the events page, which is very important, and we would like as many people as possible to add events to Wildcat Connection, so students have just a general sense of what events are going on campus. And you would press create event right here. But I'm not going to do that right now just because that would take a very long time. But if you need any help with creating events, please feel free to reach out to us. And then you're saying, oh man, this old version of Wildcat Connection is so boring. It is a dinosaur. I hate it. I want to go back to the way things were. Okay, well, do I have news for you? You just press this button and it'll bring you back to the future. So here we are. Now we're back on the updated version of Wildcat Connection, and there's the front page again. So that about covers everything from the about section, the roster section, and the event section. Although if you need any more advice, if you have any questions, you can email us directly. We have our information in our about section on our page, as well as you can just reach out to us on social media. Our Instagram handle is at SOA_NU. So if you have any questions, just feel free to shoot us a DM. We respond very quickly. But otherwise, I hope you have an amazing day, and I wish the best luck to you in all your org endeavors.